नमस्कार। सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र शार श्रीहरिकोटा द्वारा आयोजित विश्व अंतरिक्ष सप्ताह के समापन समारोह में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है।
A warm welcome to all who are gathered here for the valedictory function of World Space Week 2023. We are privileged to welcome Sri A. Rajarajan, Distinguished Scientist, Director, Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR, onto the dais.
It's a great honor to extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest, Padma Bhushan recipient Dr. T. Ramasamy, onto the dais. We cordially invite Sri A. Syed Hamid, Associate Director, SDSC-SHAR, onto the dais.
We are delighted to welcome Sri M. Srinivasulu Reddy, Controller, SDSC-SHAR, onto the dais. We invite Sri R. Senthil Kumar, Deputy Director, MSA, and Chairman, World Space Week Organizing Committee 2023, onto the dais.
We also invite Sri S. Sambhu Prasad, Chairman, Subcommittee for SHAR in Sulurpeta World Space Week 2023, onto the dais.
We request Srimati N. Sridevi to welcome Sri A. Rajarajan, Distinguished Scientist Director, SDSC-SHAR, with a bouquet.
We request Srimati Taraka Jyoti to welcome our chief guest, Dr. T. Ramasamy, with a bouquet. We request Srimati Namrata Raj to welcome Sri A. Syed Hamid, Associate Director, SDSC-SHAR, with a bouquet.
We request Srimati Sudhita Kuria to welcome Sri M. Srinivasulu Reddy, Controller, SDSC-SHAR, with a bouquet. We request Srimati Rajalakshmi to welcome Sri R. Senthil Kumar, Deputy Director, MSA, and Chairman, World Space Week Organizing Committee 2023, SDSC-SHAR, with a bouquet.
We request Srimati Yajna Sri to welcome Sri S. Sambhu Prasad, Chairman, Subcommittee for SHAR in Sulurpeta World Space Week 2023, with a bouquet. जैसा कि आप सबको विदित है, विश्व अंतरिक्ष सप्ताह का प्रारंभ 4 अक्टूबर को माना जाता है। यह वो दिन है जब वर्ष 1957 में सोवियत यूनियन ने सर्वप्रथम मानव निर्मित उपग्रह स्पुतनिक 1 को सफलतापूर्वक अंतरिक्ष में स्थापित किया था। संयोगवश इस गतिविधि के ठीक 10 वर्ष और 1 सप्ताह पश्चात, यानी 10 अक्टूबर 1967 को संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ द्वारा बाह्य अंतरिक्ष के शांतिपूर्ण अनुप्रयोगों के लिए विभिन्न देशों के बीच हुए संधि को कार्यान्वित किया गया। इन 2 तिथियों के बीच विश्व अंतरिक्ष सप्ताह मनाया जाता है। प्रतिवर्ष उत्सव के कार्यक्रमों को निश्चित दिशा प्रदान करने के लिए एक शीर्षक की घोषणा की जाती है। इस वर्ष का शीर्षक रहा है उद्यमता के लिए अंतरिक्ष। विगत वर्षों की तरह इस वर्ष भी सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र शार श्रीहरिकोटा से आयोजन दल 4 दिशाओं में आंध्र प्रदेश, उड़ीसा एवं तमिलनाडु के शहरों और कस्बों में पहुंचकर इसरो तथा अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान के बारे में विद्यार्थियों और जनसाधारण को बताकर आए हैं। इन कार्यक्रमों में प्रतिभागियों की संख्या 1.5 लाख से भी अधिक रही है। समापन समारोह में आज के तौर पर आज का दिन अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है, क्योंकि आज अंतरिक्ष केंद्र के दरवाजे आप सभी के लिए खोल दिए गए हैं। परिज्ञापी रॉकेट का प्रमोशन भी हुआ है और अब हम एकत्रित हुए हैं औपचारिक समापन समारोह के लिए, जिसमें डॉक्टर टी रामासामी जी मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में उपस्थित हुए हैं। डॉक्टर रामासामी जी विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विभाग के पूर्व सचिव रहे हैं तथा भारत सरकार द्वारा पद्म पुरस्कार ग्रहीत हैं। कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता श्री ए राजराजन, निदेशक SDSC-SHAR, कर रहे हैं।
It is an international celebration of science and technology and their contribution to the betterment of human condition. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam quoted, "Look at the sky, we are not alone. The whole universe is friendly to us and conspires only to give the best to those who dream and work." So, the theme of World Space Week 2023 is Space and Entrepreneurship. Prayer is the key that unlocks all the storehouses of God's infinite grace and power. Let us begin our program with the blessings of the Almighty. We request Srimati Bindu Bhargavi for the prayer song.
ध्येयत् सदा सवितृ मण्डलमध्यवर्ती नारायण नारायण सरसिजासन सन्निविष्टः केयूरवान् मकरकुण्डलवान् किरीटी हारिहिरण्मय वपुधृत शङ्खचक्रः मित्रारवि सूर्याभानो खगापूषः हिरण्यगर्भ मरीचादित्य अर्कसवितृ भास्करेभ्यो नमो नमः भास्करेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो नमः.
Thank you, Mrs. Bindu Bhargavi, for the beautiful song. May the light of the lamp illuminate our path and lead us through the truth and happiness. Now we request our chief guest and other dignitaries to perform the lamp lighting.
We request Sri S. Shambhu Prasad, Chairman, Subcommittee for SHAR and Sulurpeta, World Space Week 2023, to give the welcome address.
Good afternoon, all of you. I welcome all of you for this valedictory session of World Space Week 2023, organized by Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. We have come to end of this Space Week celebrations. Before going to welcome guests, and I just would like to brief the activities carried out by the SHAR and Sulurpeta committee during these week-long celebrations. Our team has successfully organized various space awareness programs during these celebrations, conducted space exhibition at 4 locations of Nellore and Tirupati districts. 3 of them are organized in government high schools located at very remote places, and another at district headquarters Tirupati, that is TDD High School. Around 2,000 students actively participated with lots of enthusiasm at each location. Space exhibitions, video shows to brief about the activities carried out in SHAR as well as in ISRO. Students are interacted with the ISRO scientists during this visit. Whereas space-related competitions were conducted in all the government schools of Tirupati and Nellore districts with the help of district education officers and mandal education officers. At Sulurpeta and SHAR, these competitions are conducted for all government and private school children. Around 13,000 students participated and prize winners are about 600. During these week-long celebrations, facility visits are organized and nearly about 2,000 students from various schools are visited SHAR facilities. On 8th Sunday, Walk for Space Week was organized at Sulurpeta to propagate the benefits of space activities to common public, and around 600 students participated. Director SHAR and senior officials are participated in the march. In order to have a feel of live launch to the students, today morning session RH200 launch was successfully launched, and around 600 students, all are here actually, participated and witnessed the RH200 launch. Our objective of Space Week celebrations has fulfilled by reaching maximum school children, especially in the government schools in rural areas. We have successfully conducted this mega space outreach program, and it is possible because of encouragement and guidance given by our beloved director, SDSC-SHAR, Sri Rajarajan sir. Thank you, sir, and I welcome you for the valedictory session of a great academician, renowned scientist, recipient of Padma Bhushan Award, former Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, contributed immensely in the area of science and technology in our country. Even today, at the age of 75 years, he is contributing a lot to the nation. On the behalf of organizing committee, I am honored to welcome you, sir, as a chief guest of today's valedictory session, Dr. Tirumalachari Ramaswamy garu. Sir, actually, today morning onwards, as soon as you arrived here, we are seeing you actually. At this age, continuously, he was without any rest, visited SHAR facilities, then witnessed the launch, then subsequently interacted with our director and our senior officials, and without any and at this age, you are big inspiration, sir, for all of us. And let us give big round of applause with the standing ovation. Standing, let us. I also welcome Sri Syed Amit sir, our beloved Associate Director, Satish Dhawan Space Center, our Controller sir, Sri Srinivas Reddy garu, our Deputy Director and Chairman, Organizing Committee, All Space Week, Sri R. Sinthal Kumar garu, for this session. I extend warm-hearted welcome to SAMC members, Chairman and members of all organizing subcommittees of other 7 venues, SEC members, employees of SDSC-SHAR and other ISRO centers. It is my privilege to welcome principal, headmasters, teachers of various schools which have all the way come from Nellore and Tirupati districts, students, my dear students, who have all the way from various parts of Nellore and Tirupati districts. I also extend warm welcome to employee representatives, print and electronic media for today's event. Once again, I welcome all of you for this valedictory session of Space Week celebrations. Thank you all.
So thank you very much for delivering the welcome address.
We invite Sri R. Senthil Kumar, Deputy Director MSA and Chairman, WSW Organizing Committee 2023, to brief on WSW 2023.
Good afternoon to all. Respected Director, Sri A. Rajarajan, today's Chief Guest and Guest of Honor, Dr. T. Ramasamy, a veteran in Science and Technology Ministry, holding different portfolios. Mainly he was a hand in hand, thick in thick with the decision makers in Delhi in ensuring science and technology in the country is flourishing. Welcome you, sir. Sri Syed Hamid, Associate Director, SDSC-SHAR, Controller Sri Srinivaslu Garu, and Sambhu Prasad, Chairman Subcommittee for this SHAR and Tirupati region, SAMC members, SCC members, SCMC members, and mainly the students, faculties, teachers, my dear own colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and the media people. Welcome you all for this valedictory function, which concludes on this day on behalf of all the 7 venues where we had gone out as a public outreach program of ISRO representing Satish Dhawan Space Center. I just give a brief on what has happened in all the venues. It's just a brief, apart from the variety of preparational activities which had gone in to first finalize the venue, then finalize the institution who is going to take up this work along with us at all those venues, and the identification of tasks by the subcommittee, various subcommittee chairmen. They did a tremendous job, and of course the members of each subcommittee, they had carried out bits and pieces of work which collectively is a culmination of coming to this conclusive day. The numbers are very good. What we had seen, apart from SHAR and Tirupati, we had conducted this World Space Week at Vizag, Rajamundry and Kurnool, carefully selecting these centers as far as possible to represent the region and the districts around them, covering all the Andhra Pradesh area. And of course in Tamil Nadu, we conducted at Trichy, Viluppuram and Coimbatore, and in Orissa at Puri, the holy city. Puri had a constant support by the governor of that state, Orissa, who had a repeat invitee, who had readily come for the second time to instigate the scientific tempo in the World Space Week area there. And of course in all other areas, vice chancellors of the nearby reputed universities, district administration represented by IAS officers and DAGs, SPs in that region, and also from the industries, executive directors, CMDs, they also had participated in all the events in one form or other. We have now the figure, what I will read is like this. It's around 1,50,512. That is a number of the total participation of all 8 venues including SHAR for this event, whom SHAR has reached out. And the public participation is of this 1,50,000 is a real boost and acknowledgement on DOA's and ISRO's role in the recent successes of Chandrayaan-3 and of course the ongoing mission of Aditya, leave alone earlier activities what we had. The public really could recognize, what I mean public is right from the bottom to the top, starting with a school child to the academicians and of course politicians also. Can give an example in one of the assembly session when one MLA had kept on questioning the speaker, that is another minister. He got annoyed so much that he has made a comment that if you keep on asking more questions, we will ensure that you are put in Chandrayaan-4 and sent to the moon. So that was the type of reach what Chandrayaan-3 had given to the nation, right from the child who had seen the successful soft landing of the lander, and subsequently after one day the rover coming out of it and sliding down on the ramp and making 100 meters of travel, inch by inch it has gone. You can really visualize the impact in few of the video graphs which have shown the children of the age group of who can recognize by themselves what is a country, what is a pride. And in their eyes you can see the real achievement what this particular event has embedded in each and everyone's mind. And I just another few things that the total prize winners is 2,714 across all the 3 states, and the total competitions conducted by our team at various venues is 35,453, including some of the fancy dress competition what they had done for LKG, UKG students. They had come in costumes of a satellite, a person going to the moon, that sort of involvement what we had seen. And the quiz program, somewhere around 20,000 people had participated. Science projects, that is another thing which really indicates the individual interest, individuality what a student, be him in school or college, who can think of originality and bring out some of the science projects, that is 441. Posters, poster design, poster presentation, drawings and paintings, 10,279. And talks on the field of S&T and STEM, allocation 2,735. Essay writing, and one other center has even conducted photography contest, that is 2001. This is the number of, just a glimpse of the closure report what I am reading to you. With this exposure, I am sure that we will move forward, but for the constant support and guidance of our management headed by our director, this would not have been possible. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much for coming over for this valedictory function, and please enjoy.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with the statistics, anecdotes, and events of WSW 2023. Indeed, the outreach has been far and wide.
The glimpses of World Space Week 2023 have made into a video, and we request our chief guest, Dr. T. Ramaswamy, to release the video. Thank you. We request Sri M. Srinivaslu Reddy, Controller SDSC-SHAR, to address the gathering.
Respected Director, SDSC-SHAR, Sri A. Rajarajan, most respected Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. T. Ramaswamy, a Padma Vibhushan award winner and former Secretary DST, Associate Director, SDSC-SHAR, Sri Syed Hamid, Chairman of World Space Week Organizing Committee and Deputy Director MSA, Sri R. Senthil Kumar, and the Organizing Committee for SHAR and Tirupati Subcommittee Chairman, Sri Shimbu Prasad, all the SAMC members of SDSC-SHAR, SEC members, employees representatives, the school children from various schools in and around in Tirupati district, and principal and headmasters of the schools, my dear colleagues and present media, a very good afternoon to everybody. The way the public has responded to World Space Week 2023, it is amazing, and the one reason for this great response is Chandrayaan-3 soft landing. Maybe many people in the respective those places may not be knowing their MLA or MPs, but now they are known. All the ISRO scientists who went there and then addressed Mr. Vijay Kumar, T.S. Raghuram, Senthil Kumar, and Syed Hamid, all people will be well known to the children and the community around in those places. So the YouTube channel, the social media is flooded with a lot of likes and then responses for the World Space Week 2023. And in fact, the space outreach program has started in the month of July, when Chandrayaan launch has started in SHAR, and it is going to happen, and then will be people have such a enthusiasm and awareness till Aditya lands in Lagrange point. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi has told this is Amrit Kal, and this has started last year. But ISRO, with the soft landing of Chandrayaan-3, has kick-started the Amrit Kal. So the ISRO has made every Indian a proud by Chandrayaan-3 soft landing. Now we have come to the valedictory function of Space Week 2023. This Space Week 2023 has not only to educate people for science and technology to take up, but to also become entrepreneurs in space and space technology. We are seeing in many of the news, 16-year-old girl is a startup she has started, and now it is around 160 crores company she is running. I was really wondering whether this really happens or it is a fake news. But recently, when Space Central School, we have conducted one motivational program to our students. The way the people, 10th standard, 12th standard students are asking on entrepreneurship, startups. So I felt it is going to happen. And in this Amrit Kal, we expect lot of the students we are present here and the the students who have come to the exhibitions should take up entrepreneurship in space technology, space sector, so that really today India requires such entrepreneurs to take forward, to become world number one in space sector, and then take the commercial aspect of the space. And when we are celebrating and then concluding this one, yesterday one great news has come for Space Central School, Sriharikota. One of our student, Yuvraj Murthy, he has won gold medal in javelin throw under 14 years category in Indo-Nepal International Athletic Championship. Yeah, it's a great achievement for Space Central School and for also India. He is going to participate in the World International Athletic Championship to be held in Australia subsequently. So it's a great pride for the nation and also for Space Central School. So with this, I thank the organizers for making a grand success of the Space Week, World Space Week, and thank you for giving the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your insightful words, as our students will be motivated and they will be achieving their ambition.
Now we request Shri A. Sayyid Hamid, Associate Director, SDSC-SHAR, to address the gathering.
Respected Director SDSC-SHAR, Shri A. Rajarajan, today's chief guest of this function, Padma Bhushan Dr. T. Ramasamy, Controller SDSC-SHAR, M. Srinivasal Reddy, DD MSc and Chairman World Space Week Organizing Committee, R. Sendil Kumar, Sri Sambhu Prasad, Chairman SHAR Chapter Organizing Committee, SCMC members, SEC members, all employees of SDSC-SHAR, headmasters and principals of various schools, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Today we are at the 7th day. World Space Week began on October 4th, and the last 1 week it was a festive mood at SDSC-SHAR and at various centers where we organized this event. The response was very, very overwhelming. Considering, you can see the statistics what Chairman Organizing Committee has told, almost 150,000 participants involved in this program. That itself shows the enormous success of this event which took place from 4th to 7th. Actually, when we went to various places, our targeted audience, as usual, the school children and college students, there was a tremendous response, and it was really difficult to control the people coming for witnessing the various exhibition and all such things like quiz program and all those things we need to control. Actually, even though we are telling 1 week program, each venue it was only 3 days. The activities, each of the 3 days only is equivalent to this much of 150,000 if you add like that. And the questions asked or the interest shown was very tremendous. Not only the children, the organizers of the event and all those who participated in that organizing the function, various levels like district collectors or various industrialists who came, they are all shown tremendous interest in the space related activities and what ISRO has achieved and their wish for their future growth of ISRO. We have seen many students demonstrating, particularly the science projects. When we saw, we are discussing about the impact of Chandrayaan 3. When we are discussing and celebrating about that, the students, very young students, maybe around 12th standard or just first or second year college students, showing some demonstration about thought process about landing on asteroid, or how to pick up a sample from the celestial bodies, or having a space telescope. The thinking is totally different now. They are all really, putting up their mind to further improve upon the systems and various ways of rocketry systems like that. Really, it was very, very heartening to note that young students and their mentors are really guiding the people into the space sector, and a tremendous growth is really is going to be there in our area, and the coming years are also going to be really exciting. The coming 1 or 2 years, the Gaganyaan program is really kick-started in a very great way, and we are going to really witness a historic moments at SDSC-SHAR, and this will further enlighten or ignite their passion or interest or whatever it is into the young minds. It is going to be a great thing, and on this occasion it is very heartening to note that such a renowned personality who has dedicated his entire life to the development of the science and technology and into the research area, who has come here to deliver us the keynote address. And he is having a tremendous wealth of information and knowledge about every aspect of science and technology. Probably this is his second visit to Space Week itself. I have seen him delivering a lecture at in one of the World Space Week in Kanjipuram, and we are really fortunate to have him on this program today, and we are very eager to hear from him about what his thought on space and technology. And I congratulate all the organizing committee members of World Space Week. Not only organizing committee, all the subcommittees have took tremendous pain and responsibility to ensure that the program has happened in a very, very good way. That is a very, very important thing. And I congratulate the total organizing committee for happening this event in a very, very grand manner. And we hope the subsequent programs are also in the coming year at what is going to happen at SHAR are going to be in a very good way. It is going to happen for about very, very important missions which are lined up for the coming year. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. Your narration has emphasized how much general public is connected with activities of ISRO.
We request Sri A. Rajarajan, Director SDSC-SHAR, to deliver the presidential address.
A very good afternoon. Most respected Chief Guest of the day for the felicitation of the World Space Week 2023 at SDSC-SHAR, Padma Bhushan Dr. T. Ramasamy, Controller SDSC-SHAR Srinivasa Reddy, Associate Director Sri Hamid, the World Space Week 2023 SDSC-SHAR Organizing Committee Chairman, Deputy Director MSA Senthil Kumar, and SDSC-SHAR's Local Organizing Committee Chairperson, Chairman, Sri Sambhu Prasad, all my dear colleagues, students, faculty members, parents, invitees, media, and ladies and gentlemen, and those who are associated with the World Space Week. Once again, a very good afternoon and a big thanks to one and all. It's always heartwarming that what we set out in World Space Week 2023 at SDSC-SHAR as in the beginning of the week on October 4th, what I said, that we are reaching out to the schools, not only at SDSC-SHAR and in and around SDSC-SHAR, but at different venues, and all the organizing committee members, volunteers, has put their entire effort, and I hope it is reached to one and all to the maximum extent possible. The registered and signed, this has come to 150,000 and another 25,000 participants, and much more has been seen by the Space on Wheels exhibition, where whatever we can do, that means there is an overwhelming and very good enthusiasm among the public, the students, especially students, and their aspiration in space-related areas, and what does we achieved and what it is. As we all say, on August 23rd, 2023, when we had a soft landing on another celestial body, Moon, I hope the entire student community, everybody would have watched, and definitely as a SHAR, we have made all the arrangement to have a feel and how it emotionally is connecting to each and every person in India. And that is what we have seen in the open YouTube program and the record viewership. So what does it gives a story is the people of India and the students like you has good expectation and almost, we'll say, I will put it even to the extent that a very, very emotional connect and aspiration to do well, and how each one of you can do, and how we can, whether we are capable of doing something and contribute to the related to space technology area and in totally to the nation building. And I thank each one of the students that who has participated in this World Space Week program. A big thanks to you and a namaskar for one and all. I hope you all students would have gathered, learned a little bit, and also would have put up questions and clarification which you would have stumped some of us, including in some of the areas when I was stumped by one or two questions. What we are doing and what it does, it gives you what are the direct benefit by this technique and achievements. Definitely people are expecting some answers and this one, and we are bound to give such kind of questions because that is what we are trying to do from, it is nothing but a government focused information and a technology and what does it do for you. As you all know, and those people whom you interact, students would have interacted with all the employees of SDSC-SHAR and this organizing committee, those who are all sitting on the right side, or this one, how to look at it and how do we, what is we done, how does it benefit in a common growth of India. As you try to learn, you also should understand we are also learning. Just because we are employed in SHAR or we are working in some government service and this one doesn't mean that we are not learning. By interacting with you students, actually we are getting benefited and we are also learning what you are looking at and what kind of aspiration you have. And this is the most important aspect which all of the community feel has to be seen. And this is what all about our outreach program and World Space Week. And worldwide, many things happen, but all things cannot be done by us. What is important and what is necessary for our nation building and what are the programs that we do in our organization and what benefit or what are the programs that Government of India comes with, how does our technology jives well with those things, and then put together how can we reach the targets that we set. So you would have learned by this how we organize some of the programs. It is a lesson for you students also to come up and interact, see how we can benefit and go up in your studies, whatever field you are taking. I can say the space technology and the science will always have some impact on you. For matter taking about your mobile phone or your logistics, the way in which the commodities, the day-to-day life things reaches to you, and the way in which you look forward to transport. Science and technology will always have a say. And unless we improve our core science and technology and then improve along with the finance and do it in a prudent manner, we cannot be self-reliant, not only as a country, but as a state, community, and your own family, and for yourself. You cannot be self-content. So, it all starts from with each one of you students and as well as the employees that we are do well. We have a lot of programs. Today morning you would have seen a small launch just to show what kind of speed and velocity it goes and what kind of fuel it is uses. That's the questions you have to ask in the coming exhibitions whenever we conduct. And to our employees, we used to tell what we learned from this 1 week of exposure and how well we are placed in the society and how much we can dedicate ourselves into the program. I wish each one of the SDSC employees to learn from today, this week's interaction, and also from whatever you learned, to rededicate yourself and make sure that the coming programs like Gaganyaan and related interplanetary missions and scientific areas where we have to aspire to do well, and much more new developments are going to come forward regarding landing experiment as well as with the new powerful vehicles. We have to do it in a more economical way and try to improve further. There is nothing called status quo, okay? There is no such thing called status quo. That is, today I am doing this much and this will fetch me something. It will only fetch you to the level you are doing now. If you want to improve further, you have to learn. So, and one more thing to the students I want to tell, please enjoy the process of achieving excellence. By achieving excellence, you have reached a milestone. But what you have to enjoy in your life and what you have to go further is the process of reaching that excellence. That is, the effort that you are putting for doing studying well or doing sports or doing hobby or even including relationship or mingling with in a social commitments and doing interaction. Whatever process you are doing, please enjoy that process and that will fetch you better things in your life. And I wish you all the best in the coming days, and I compliment each one of the students who participated in this event with all my bottom of the heart, thanking you and do well. And I wish both SDSC-SHAR and the student community to go together and do a better job in the coming years. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words and inspiring the students this much. Thank you, sir.
We invite Dr. Venkataramana Reddy, CGM, SMPC, to give the introduction of the chief guest.
Respected Director Rajarajan sir, and today's our chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. T. Ramaswamy Garu, and all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and my dear colleagues and the students. I felt so happy and delighted to introduce about our legend in the chemical field or the total scientific field, to introduce to all of you. And as I also know him from the last 25 years, when I am doing my PhD degree, through one of my friend, Dr. Narasimha Swami, I met 2-3 times. And from that time onwards, and when he was the director of the CLRI, and then as a secretary DST, so during that time CSIR and all those things. So that is the well-known, we can call it as a multi-talented, multifaceted. So biggest this awardee person in our India, along with some other persons. So I felt so happy. So I will briefly introduce about his profile. Next. Sir has obtained doctoral bachelor and post-master's degree in chemical technology, so from AC Tech, Anna University. So at that time, CLR is the campus for the course also, for his course also. And Dr. Naidamma
is leading at that time at the center. So then later he went to UK for pursuing the PhD in chemistry at Leeds University. And even though, and afterwards he continued some postdoctoral work at USA. And later also he got a very good opportunities to work at foreign itself based on his performances at postdoctoral and doctoral degrees. But he wants to come back to India to serve for our motherland. So in one of the interview, he has told that the feeling, the satisfaction, the happiness, what we will get in our motherland when we do something to our country, that is the greatest achievement than so much of money or some other awards what I am getting in the outside of our country. So that itself indicates that how much he is giving our nation. And also, so he later, so mainly he focused in his field of research generally it is a multi. Normally there will be one specializations, either physics, chemistry, biology, engineering, civil, mechanical, electronics. But if we see his profile, so he is first inorganic chemistry, that is one of and bioinorganic. And also, so the leather technology, that is one of the important, latest now, present these things and all. So that is the application oriented, not only basic sciences. Like that, in multi areas, he is a specialist in all those areas. And from the USA, he came up to CLRI and as a assistant director. And then he became the director of that center. And almost a decade he was as a director of the CLRI. And during that time, some period, he also worked as a Director General for the total CSIR, because CLRI, IICT, RRLs, all are under the umbrella of the CSIR. Then he worked as a Director General of the total. So then, after seeing his total contributions and the dedicatedness, so during the Dr. Manmohan Singh Prime Ministership, he was made as a secretary to the Department of Science and Technology. So because at that time so much boosting has to be given to our science and technology, because that is going to play a major role in our role in improving our lifestyle or improving our economy, our Indian economy. So that's why he was total period till the end of his service. He was the Secretary, Department of Science and Technology. Later, even though he got an opportunity to become the governor of one of the state, but he not chosen that path. He wants to continue in the scientific research and till lot he wants to do towards the leather technology. So that's why now he again now currently working at Anna University in the chemical technology and educating the students and also doing his research. If we see the major, his contributions and notable achievements, so that itself indicates that how different areas he is working and all the different, how many projects he's handled. And also, so how many publications he made and how many patents and know-how technologies. That is important for any industry to transfer the technology to the industry. So many things. And one more very, very important thing during that time, even though earlier leather means we are only calling it as a natural, from the natural thing, how to tan it, that is an important technique for the leather technology. So at that time there is so much crisis and so many people, livelihood also is in the trouble. So during that time as a director of the CLRI, he has taken innovative technologies and the first world, that is the first time in the world. So new technologies for tanning were developed and that was now currently under use. So for so much of improvements in the leather technologies. So then, as I already told, he is the largest served secretary, largest period Server Secretary for Government of India in the Department of Science and Technology. So now one more thing. He is the instrumental person in introducing the Inspire and other one more Inspire. So that is the program to educate the children from the school level onwards and they led them to thought towards the science study and science area research and all those things. For that, there is so much of good boosting was given during his secretaryship only. That schemes are, and that purse is for the institutions, mainly for the institutions to do the research work, to give the so much of funds and all those things for all the institutions and other research organizations. That is the two innovative things under his leadership was introduced in Department of Science and Technology. And later, he is the instrumental in formulating the nation's science policy, science and technology policy in 2013. And also, he is also the one of the contributing member for our national educational policy under our former chairman, Dr. Kasturirangan sir, so during 2020 in the field of chemical sciences. So, fellowships, normally we will all, so many persons will have the memberships. Fellowships will be given for the only highly talented, totally dedicated, highest eminent personalities in any of the societies. If we see, these are only few only I mentioned here. So he is the fellowship for the National Science Academy and also National Academy of Engineers and the Indian Academy of Science of India and Indian Leather Technologies Association and also the Third World Academy of Sciences. And next we go to the, once all his profile is there. So normally all this will be recognized through some awards. If you see there is if I put so many pages, hundreds of awards are there. In that only few only I selected. So among that the highly honorable and the highly distinguished things, the Swanti Patnovar Award, which will be given to the highest contributed and the highly what the technologies or whatever it is given to the country, which is directly or indirectly helping for the total science development or technologies in chemical science. So that award is backed with our Dr. Ram Swami Garu. So next, Padma Shri. So that is the government of India is giving for the recognition of their services in different fields. And in 2001, he awarded the Padma Shri. And later, so Dr. Naidamma Memorial Award. These are also the one of the important, those who are in the scientific and technical field. If they get it, they feel that their life is almost fulfilled. Like this, that is that much type of awards he was given. And later, and the latest 2014, he was awarded a Padma Bhushan Award. That is also one of the very, very important crown on him. So similarly, so many other awards he received. So that itself indicates how much big legend in chemical areas. And we are all happy that such a legend is with us for today to address all our gathering. So on this fact, sir, I am very happy and once again welcome for this function. And now I request you, sir, please deliver your address.
Sri Rajarajan, Sri Syed Hamid, Sri Srinivasal Reddy, Sri Senthil Kumar, Sri Shama Prasad, all staff and members of the family of this great institution, parents, educators, students, members of the media, brothers, sisters, daughters and sons and grandchildren. All of you, very, very good afternoon. My friend Dr. Reddy said he knew me for 25 years. I don't know who I am, but introducing Ramasamy that I don't know about. Fundamentally, he has used all the adjectives in dictionary. I am scared now, I cannot open them. Let's not worry about what I have done, but that's a history. I think people like me belong to a history. But we are here today not to read history, learn history, but create history. Before I start this lecture or a conversation, let me read a mail I sent to Dr. Mashelkar within minutes after the soft landing of Chandrayaan in the moon, in commemoration of the entire activities of this great organization. I said, soft landing on moon is truly a tribute to India, ISRO, and Indian science in general. I'm sure millions of young people are delighted with the success of Chandrayaan 3. I join the millions who are happy and proud. I was reflective. What makes civil society celebrate science? When thousands of scientists and technical people dissolve their personal identities into larger national causes and do something as a combined effort of thousands of man-years of work, people seem to relish and feel part of that success. This is what I wrote within minutes after the landing of Chandrayaan. We are here today after that incident. After this incident, you saw the television, some auto fellows were giving laddu, as if in their family some new child is born. And that is the celebration of what I call space science. Let us ask this question, what is this World Science Week all about? Why is it starting on 4th of October? Why does it end on 10th of October? I was in primary school, 1957, when Sputnik was realized, 4th of October, 1957. 10th of October 1967, 10 years later, this space treaty, global treaty was signed. So the World Science Week is observed between 4th of October and 10th of October, essentially not to celebrate what happened in 1957, what happened in 1967, but what should happen in 2027. Primarily, World Science Week is not just the occasion to celebrate what has happened. It is actually bring the thoughts of the entire world space. And they claim it is a celebration of science and technology itself. And then within the subset of science and technology, the space, for connecting to the life of common people. It is not a celebration of science by scientists, but celebration of science by people and citizens. So the Chandrayaan happened, when the landing took place, common men were celebrating as if something happened in their own family. And that is celebration of science itself. And therefore the World Science Week is all about celebrating the contribution that space can make to life of citizens in the world. But the guys who thought about this World Science Week did not realize that India is a very funny country. It has large number of very young people. So once you funnel them, fire them, they will take it and run. Therefore, I see here large number of very young people, and therefore I'll mix the texture of my talk, because the theme for the World Science Week has been given by somebody who connects space with entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is very important. So what I will do is to give very quickly this entrepreneurship, but talk to the people who are in the front rows, young people, and then talk about this in terms of the purpose of this whole process of Science Week. If you ask this question, what is this entrepreneurship is all about, space entrepreneurship about? What is the connection between space and entrepreneurship? Is a question that you can ask. Truly, entrepreneurship is about creating new values for something that people have known before. Therefore, creating new values, when you create a new value on a path that you have not treaded before, there will be risk. And that's entrepreneurship comes with the risk profiling and then management processes. And in other words, if you look at entrepreneurship, it's not necessarily something totally new. It's a new way of doing things, a new method of doing things. And that's what entrepreneurship is all about. And look at space. See, several years ago, all of you know, somebody tried to find India, and they ended up in North America. So Columbus found. At that, there was a time when the earth itself was not completely explored. Now you find, there's another space to explore. So the moment you talk about space, you are moving into third dimensional space and exploring not just the celestial bodies in the solar system, but even beyond in the universe itself. Today, you're looking at space, it's a third dimension that you're looking at. And it is not new to this society. Exploration of the third dimension space is not new to this society at all. When the world was thinking, the rest of the world was thinking earth was flat, Aryabhatta came back and said, hey Baba, it's a globe. Earth was a globe. It was Aryabhatta. And he also estimated the circumference of earth. He did not say it's flat. Therefore, Aryabhatta was essentially a person well ahead of time. Therefore, Vana Sastram is a very integral part of this culture itself. The telescope, first telescope was here. Therefore, what we are trying to do is to bring back that culturally rich DNA that's prevailing in many young people today, to wake them up and try to really create a new value for space research, not for solving minor problems, but look at new dimension. The space itself, as a concept looking at a third dimension, of course comes with the risk. They both have their own elements of risk associated with them. Entrepreneurship is about creation of value space for an activity, and space entrepreneurship is about looking for business in space. That's the really issue that we're looking at in terms of the space and entrepreneurship is all about today. Looking at what is common among the entrepreneurs, they risk something, they look for advantages in competition space, which if something is already available and somebody is providing that, you're not going to create a new space. You have to create, therefore, something that others have not done. That's all entrepreneurship is all about. I can go on describing what entrepreneurship is all about. It's not required in the present context, especially when there are many young people here. But let me tell you that when you develop an initiative for a national space of this nature, you have to create a system to support risk. In a society which is risk averse and what does not want to take any risk, entrepreneurship will not work. So you have to create some space for the risk to be not hated. If you are going to disrespect failure, you will never learn anything. And failures should not be punished. In entrepreneurship, the social system should realize that failure is a lesson to learn. It's a way that you are in process. Entrepreneurship demands that, and that, unfortunately, is now coming up in our social system, which was not there when we were. I was in primary school when the first Sputnik came in. Now you're seeing India doing this. That's a change, and truly, space technology can become a gold mine for entrepreneurs if we know what we are looking at. What I will do, just to illustrate some entrepreneurs' exercises in this country, which I don't want to bring all American Western models, okay? And there are young people here. I will tell you, I'll break the Indian society into 5 generations. The one generation ahead of mine, born before independence, 1940, 1937, Those guys I call a generation of freedom struggle. They said freedom, freedom, freedom. When the freedom is given, what they will do, they never plan. That is a generation of freedom struggle. I belong to a generation which was born after independence, but we call it generation of deprivation syndrome. Because when we were children, there was no water, nothing was available, everything ration. So we are that we don't have this, we don't have that, so deprivation. Then came a generation, I don't name the people here, but the generation of a comparison syndrome. Say, in America, in England, now in China. Why can't be yourself? Why you have to compare America and India? This is different. So comparison syndrome. Then there came a generation of globalization thrust. India said, in the world, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. India said, India's world is a family. Now, 2000 year world is a marketplace. Globalization. I call your generation who are sitting in this process, generational aspiration to do something very different, very large. And therefore, I would like to share with you examples of entrepreneurship coming from Indian examples. You know, all of you know about this Captain Gopinath. He wanted to create an airline, Deccan Airlines, for flying people but low cost. People who want to fly, they don't have money. So he created low-cost airline. And he really flew. Deccan flew. And that was flow. He saw an opportunity create a low-cost airline for people who will otherwise go by bus and train. They can fly within that cost. And that was an entrepreneurship. Then you take Cyrus Poonawalla. All of you know about this COVID now, correct? And this COVID thing is about vaccines, right? About a vaccine. This Cyrus Poonawalla is a major guy in vaccine development and manufacture. Before COVID happened, he had 2/3 of the global market for children vaccine. 2/3 of the global market for children vaccine before COVID happened. And that was because he was able to produce vaccines at low cost. Today, 45% of the vaccines of the world are manufactured in this country. And this is because vaccine is a very special product, and they were able to do that at cost. This Cyrus Poonawalla saw that if you go develop the product, take time, he went to Oxford University and bought the technology and produced the Covishield from this process, and that is a model, we talk about a collaborative model for a global impact. That's Cyrus Poonawalla. You take Ranbaxy, he talked about today, 28% of the drugs for the world are manufactured in this country because we are able to produce pharmaceutical products at low price. And they looked at reverse engineering. Now, Shiv Nadar, it was his computer, and his son, he set up the computer company, IBM, had to leave this country, and he saw an opportunity. He put up this computer enterprise, and today he became a multinational process. He's an entrepreneur. Look at Narayana Murthy, information technology, created the IT service process. All these things have happened in this country. Therefore, these are all global examples that to celebrate. And therefore, this question, when we talk about space entrepreneurship, you have to go back and tell lessons from each one of them. And there is a process. If you look at the errors have happened in this entrepreneurship also. You take this Gopinath, he low-cost airline, but he did not have sufficient pre-position that somebody will buy him out. So these Kingfisher fellows bought it and finally grounded them. Therefore, he was not planning. He realized that he was actually producing an opportunity for flying for people in the below the what I call bottom line of economic pyramid. And he was able to do that, but he couldn't sustain because the company was bought. You take Cyrus Poonawalla, he realized that he can make the place, but when COVID happened, it's an opportunity at a second time, he got the Oxford University product to go. Now, you take Ranbaxy, they did the reverse engineering, but they did not invest into research and forward engineering, so they were bought off. They're gone. Take Shiv Nadar, he not only started this, but went ahead and planned for future, and today has become India-based multinational. Look at Narayana. He saw the service economy, moved on. Now he realized that IT has to take advanced analytics and moved again. Therefore, entrepreneurship is all about staying ahead in the marketplace. Having said this, there are young people. I will share this real-life story. In 2008, we had a Children's Science Congress in Shillong, and I was the general president. And we had invited children from various schools in this country, and there is this guy, Pranav Vempati. At that time, he was a school student. He was Children's Science Congress, and he came from Hyderabad. And at that particular meeting, Dr. Kalam was supposed to come and speak to the children, and he took ill in the morning. So when when I hold a presidency of the Science Congress, when some speaker is not well, then I have to fill the space. I went and filled the space. In Kalam, I went and spoke. And I talked about innovations. I talked about entrepreneurship. I talked about how people have to think, and I communicated that doing science, making money is okay. Very good. But you have to ask the question, what do I give back to people? What do I, eventually, the entrepreneurship is not about making good for yourself, but entrepreneurship is about giving good for others. Therefore, and I talked about innovation itself is celebration worthy, but affordable innovation is what that really requires this world. This fellow took it seriously. He was a school student, 10th class or something. Later on, he went ahead and set up an entrepreneurship. What he did, he made me and Professor Swaminathan, who passed away recently, as his mentor to different age groups. And he used to come very frequently. He came back with an idea of developing a robotic system that will help somebody who is affected by stroke able to walk staircase. I told Pranav, this is a great idea. Please understand, this will be very expensive, and there are many other issues, difficulties of this kind. And kindly move away from such entrepreneurship and do a different model. Cutting the long story short, what he had done, he's created a bionic arm. For the people whose hand is cut off, amputated, he has created a bionic arm. And that bionic arm, if corresponding value of the bionic arm in a world market costs about 20 lakhs. He has created a bionic arm for 3 lakhs, 2.5 to 3 lakhs. He developed that. Now, therefore, when he was 28, the under 30, worldwide, they take entrepreneurs under the age of 30, and this guy was included as one of the under 30 and world-level entrepreneurs who succeeded well. And then our Prime Minister's office identified, that's an Indian fellow. He's under 30. Then the Prime Minister's office called him and said, Prime Minister wants to launch this product. He was 28, 29. Okay? Later vein, European Union invited him to address the European Parliament. The security man won't allow him, saying you're too young for it. But anyway, that's a story. But it turned out is a company called Maker's Eye. There's a video, but it won't run, doesn't matter. Now, this company is now 30. Okay? Google wanted to buy this company for 1,000 crores last month. He decided not to sell it. Because when they pay 1,000 crores to pay him, they will increase the cost of the hire. What he had done, very cleverly, he found about 100 corporate companies, CSR guys, who will buy this 3 lakh worth bionic arm and donate it to 5 people with this amputated leg. And he also went up further, requested the people who gave this bionic arm, at the cost of money, to hire them, to employ those people with this embedded system. And one of them is working in a cinema theater hall, giving tickets with this bionic arm. Essentially communicating to people the value of the entrepreneurship, and this is a real life story. And that is what entrepreneurship is all about. Now, given this, I told you he started this company with 1 lakh investment, and he has an offer of 1,000 crores for selling this company away, and he decided not to sell. Now let us look at this entrepreneurship and space-related activities. I talked about entrepreneurship. It's a process involving business, creating new value, and primarily based on calculated assessment of risk and providing that resource and making it happen. Looking at the space as an industry is a large entry barrier. Everybody cannot get into space. Space has this issue, and it is not many nations can involve themselves in space technology. There are hardly 5-6 countries in the world which can participate in the space-related business model, and we fortunately happen to be one of the select 5. And it turns out most global fellows in the space are moving from what I call space exploration to space exploitation in a positive sense. And I'm not using the negative sense. Space exploration to space exploitation. And India, what does India offer? India offers the advantage of low expertise arbitrage. There is a labor, not a labor arbitrage. It is not a low salary. It is high value for money spent on Indians. Therefore, the reason why in vaccines India succeeded, the reasons as to why space entrepreneurship India will succeed is because our expertise cost is low. Maybe in 10 years it may change, but today it is low. And that's an arbitrage for space entrepreneurship for India. And this question you need to ask. India, as a credible space power, I would say it's demonstrated over 4 decades. The strength of India did not happen in the last 2-3 years business. Space is an area, I think on this day, all of us must pay our tribute to Sarabhai and Satish Dhawan. We call it Satish Dhawan Research Center, and it is the type of leadership that Sarabhai and Satish Dhawan gave today has made ISRO what it is. And this question, Indian Space Research Organization has really built very high level of expertise. Today, my colleague Shankaran took me around this place, and truly is something that all of us as Indians must be celebrating. They're very proud of what this organization has done, and because of this high expertise level that's inbuilt into the process, I think it is part of a strategic research. What we had done was essentially part of the strategic research for leadership for the country. This idea of space and atomic energy, both are very special activities. Now that we are in a space system, for those of you who are very young in these children, I will tell you where we are in atomic energy on a global leadership model. 1954, Homi Bhabha was the president of the International Atomic Energy Authority. He gave a presidential address. And he said the real solution to the problem of energy is closing the nuclear fuel cycle. And he came back and said, we create energy from nuclear energy from uranium. You will create a waste product containing polonium, which is 300 times more radiative than what he started with, and you can't dispose of. Then you will finally find mechanisms of. He said it's meaningless to dispose of that material and create a fast breeder reactor. And a fast breeder reactor, if you put the polonium, you get 16.2 times more energy for the uranium that you would have otherwise obtained by using this closing system. Then he said, if you do that, and you go to the next level, and you go to thorium-based reactor, you will get 350 times more energy. And thorium is no problem for this country. So he's thought of nuclear cycle closure in those days. And because radioactive processes are very long process, Today, India is one of the few countries in the world which is a working parallel plant for thorium-based reactor conceived in 1954 and implemented over a period of time. Therefore, in atomic energy, we do not have to follow somebody else. Others will follow us. And therefore, it is necessary to look at the space research that we are trying to do today. Today, is taken to the next stage where we become the leaders and we don't become the followers. And in atomic energy, there's a possibility. Now, in space research exploration, you can see India's strength in several something we have done. Many of you have already seen this. And I've talked about so in time and space related programs, I won't go into details, all of you may know about them. I think it has revealed the high aspirations in space exploration. And the question here, is there a new space for space entrepreneurs? That's a question that we need to ask. And in 2023, NASA opened Entrepreneurs Challenge. Okay? And this World Space Week coming into entrepreneurship is partially because of all this kind of world pressures to embrace entrepreneurship into space model. For supporting entrepreneurs, for working in technology that advances the science goals of the agency itself. That's the principle on which the entrepreneurship was done for NASA. I think we need to go back and ask a slightly different sets of questions for the space entrepreneurs in our social context and the cultural context. NASA did it for the agency's benefit. I think we need to ask the question, what do we do to the mankind's benefit? Not the benefit of primarily the agency, or in this case, ISRO alone. Exploration of new business scope in satellite deployment. You can ask this question, can we create collaborations among the governments and reach out? You see, Africa requires certain support for the educational process. No other space organization gave in this world. It is India which gave a satellite support system for the education in Africa. And that's what this is all about. You're looking at navigating the regulatory process in the landscape. You look at exploration, new business on communications. You talk about mobile. Today, without mobile, people think they cannot live. We seem to become slave of these mobiles. But I think this question of communication, data management, somebody talked about asteroids. How do we do asteroids mining? How do we manage asteroids? And if an asteroid is going to hit Earth, can we intervene and destroy it? The experiment business, these things will happen. And in very advanced space research dealing with zero and low gravity situations. Let me now toss in a vine. There are children born with spasticity, neural plasticity. Some of them cannot walk. But if we actually create a spacesuit and provide them, they don't feel the weight of the system, they might even walk. This question of zero gravity situation, the space suit, can we make them walk? And those are the challenges that are operated. And UAVs, it so happened, I used to, post-retirement, I used to teach in one of the ISERs. One of those boys, he was a BSc, studying BSc. He has two patents now for UAVs that can fly in zero gravity or low gravity. And he talked about, they said before Mars mission, I wrote to the then chairman, hey, can you look at this process? Because he was saying that he can fly an UAV in Mars and look at mining, data collection. And he has a world patent on this. And it was a boy in a BS course in ISER, Mohali. That is the kind of opportunities that are present in this, and there are many more. So at this Space Week, truly ISRO has revealed its aspiration to grow into space entrepreneurship in this country. This question, could India leverage its expertise at arbitrage, low-cost arbitrage system, but a highly motivated youth energy that I see here, and lead the space entrepreneurship, space in the world? And could ISRO charge the youth population of this country. That's the spirit of this entire Space Week celebration. When they talked about something like 1 lakh people being participating in this process, it tells you something. There are many young people, so next 2-3 minutes, if the chairman allows, I'll talk to the younger people without going into business, entrepreneurship, and complicated terminologies. Okay? I have a special request to make for the people who are now in the schools. I talked about you guys as a part of the generation of aspiration. Aspiration not for yourself, but aspiration for the country, aspiration for the social system. I'll tell you some stories. There was a mischievous boy who took the egg of an eagle and misplaced it in a hatchery. And the hen did not know there was the egg of an eagle, and she thought that it's like any other egg that she has laid. Hatching took place, chicken came out, and one eagle also came out. That's the egg is eagle. And it turns out they were feeding one day. Hen, the chicken there to feed on the ground, feeding fish, the worms and things. And this eagle, he's a nice eagle. DNA is eagle. It is not a chicken. And these fellows were looking upstairs, and there was an eagle flying on the sky. High, beautiful, high, flies. This young eagle, no. He said, one day I like to fly like that. I want to fly in space like this eagle. This chicken, my generation of Indians, said, Arey Baba, that's an eagle. It is the king of the sky. You and I are chicken. We have to look at the ground space and take whatever we get on the ground. But eagle as a DNA is eagle, no. The generation of Indians to which many of you young people are around here, you are the eagles. Don't content yourself. Don't content yourself to be like somebody else. Control the sky. Fly the sky. You don't know. We don't know what can be done. But in the area of space, I think Indians have a strong DNA rooted earlier. Because it is in this earth, in this part of the earth, that Manasastram began. Not anywhere else. It was here. So many young people I find are very moved by astronomy, astrophysics, and many things related to space. Therefore, when the organizers of the world thought that there will be a World Space Week and mobilized all the world people into it, they forgot there is these eagles, young eagles wanting to fly in this country. And they will fly one day and lead the world and take the initiatives of the Western world and make India the proudest of all of you. Thank you very much for this wonderful talk.
Thank you very much, sir, for your thought-provoking words. They gave us the priceless gems that you uncovered over the years. Also for emphasizing how entrepreneurship, humanitarianism, and space exploration are symbiotic for overall prosperity of the next generation. That is, the generation of aspiration. Thank you very much, sir. We now invite Shri A. Rajarajan, Director SDSC-SHAR, to felicitate our chief guest as a token of gratitude and respect.
nothing leaves the universe. Energy is converted to matter, matter is converted to energy. Can someone say who may have said it first time? Nothing leaves the universe. Energy is converted to matter, matter is converted to energy. Can anyone say who may have said it first time? Anybody? Pardon? Gautama Buddha.
The time has arrived for the prize distribution, which all are waiting for. Participation is appreciated always. Winning is not everything, but never stop trying. We request Srimati Sangeeta K, Member Organizing Committee, World Space Week 2023, to announce the name of the winners.
If you believe in yourself and have dedication and pride and never quit, you will be really a winner. Today we have such winners among us. I request you all to show your appreciation and support for the prize winners through your applause. Your enthusiasm will undoubtedly inspire them even more. I'll start the prize distribution. Space Central School SHAR SDSC. For 6th to 7th category, first prize is Geetan Swaroop. 8th to 10th, Ritika Shah. 11th to 12th, Ilangovan Rakshita. I request Director SDSC-SHAR and Chief Guest to honor the prize winners. Space Central School, KRP, 6th to 7th category, Dakshinesh. Eighth to 10th category, Vivekanand Nayak. No problem. Teja School, 6th to 7th category, P. Divya Priya. 8th to 10th category, G. Dilip Sai. Wait. Champion English Medium School, 6th to 7th category, Y. Parvit Kumar. 8th to 10th category, T. Yogesh Reddy. Chaitanya School, 6th to 7th category, C.H. Varshik. 8th to 10th category, Chinmaya Pragna Hasini, Podlakuru. Padmavati Vidyalaya, 6th to 7th category, Panitavya. 8th to 10th category, Pranav Sai Manish. VSSC Holy Cross English Medium School, 6th to 7th category, B. Diya Prastuti. 8th to 10th, B. Kalpita. Tiny Tot English Medium State Board School, 6th to 7th category, K. Aditya Shrikar. 8th to 10th category, P. Chetan Sai. Tiny Tots English Medium CBSE School, 6th to 7th category, Sai Harshita Ji. 8th to 10th category, Ram Charan Teja A. Satyam School, 6th to 7th category, Yagna Varshita. 8th to 10th, A. Leela Jyoti. MPUP School, 6th to 7th category, K. Giridhar. 8th to 10th category, B. Nisi Ilios. ZPHS School, 6th to 7th category, V. Tulasi. 8th to 10th, V. Charan. Government High School, Sulurpeta, 6th to 7th category, G. Karthik. 8th to 10th category, P. Ram Charan Reddy. APSWR School, 6th to 7th category, S. Sushma Sri. 8th to 10th category, O. Bhavya Shalini. Narayana English Medium School, 6th to 7th, K. Ronik. 8th to 10th category, P. Sai Harshit. Shri Bharati English Medium School, 6th to 7th category, K. Kirtana. 8th to 10th, Parija Banu, P. I thank all the dignitaries on the dais for honoring the prize winners, and I congratulate all the prize winners. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Saying thank you is very important. It is definitely a golden word. It's time to express our gratitude to all who made this World Space Week 2023 a grand success.
All the children are requested to be seated in their respective places. The program has not yet finished. There are much more things to come up. Formally, I invite Srimati N. Sridevi, Member Organizing Committee World Space Week 2023, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens. Once a great man told. So, as a member of this organizing committee, World Space Week 2023, I am here to extend my profound gratitude to each and every one who had contributed directly or indirectly for successful completion of World Space Week celebrations organized by Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR, Sriharikota. First and foremost, I would like to express our deepest appreciation to our distinguished chief guest, Dr. T. Ramaswamy, who shared his valuable insights and knowledge with us. Your presence here has inspired us, sir, to aim for the stars, both literally and metaphorically. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our director, SDSC-SHAR, for his gracious presence. Your remarkable achievements and contributions in the field of space exploration have not only inspired us, but has paved the way for countless individuals to dream and innovate. I would like to thank our Associate Director, Shri A. Syed Hamid, for his presence and support. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our Controller, Shri M. Srinivaslu Reddy, for his august presence here. Thank you for your time, wisdom, and unwavering support. I would like to thank Chairman Organizing Committee, Shri Sendil Kumar sir, and alternate Chairman, Shri Muthu Chelian sir, for their abundant support and guidance. I would like to thank all SAMC, SEC members for their gracious presence today. I would like to make a special mention to MSA team, TOMD team, canteen team, CCTV, photography, CMG, horticulture for their real-time and timely support. I must acknowledge the tireless efforts of the organizing committee and volunteers who have worked diligently to put together their remarkable event. Last but not least, I would like to thank audience, students, teachers, both in person and those who have joined us virtually for your enthusiasm and interest in the wonders of space. Your presence here today reflects the curiosity and thirst for knowledge that drives humanity exploration of space. As we embark on a week filled with exciting activities and discussions, let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration and discovery that this represents. We can push boundaries of human knowledge and reach for the stars. Thank you all for being part of the World Space Week. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
We are going to conclude the program with the national anthem. All are requested to raise for the national anthem.
Janagana mana adhinayak jaya hai, Bharat bhagya vidhata. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Vanga. Vindhya, Himachala, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchchala, Jaladhi, Taranga. Tava Shubha Name Jage, Tava Shubha Ashish Mange. Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha, Jana Gana Mangala Dayak Jaya He, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.